Headline, the article title is Japan's Nuclear Crisis Growing. Full or partial meltdowns possible at some reactors. Radioactive steam releases might go on for months.
All right. And 10 days of Chernobyl released 400 times, the London Guardian and the Atomic Energy Agency estimates what Hiroshima did. To give you an idea of how dirty these are, they're much dirtier than actual nukes going off, because nukes are designed to dissipate most of the radiation in the chain reaction. And I did just confirm that. Throw that headline back up for me, gentlemen. Jaron did just find that in mere seconds. That indeed it is a plutonium-based plant. And just remind novice research and understanding that plutonium is many times more radioactive and dangerous than uranium. Correct, sir?
That's my understanding as well. You can ask your expert. I'm sure he'll have the exact facts.
There's the headline. I appreciate your call. Second explosion at Fukushima rocks plutonium-burning reactor. Local reports remain vague and contradictory. And that is a report out of Belladonna, out of Amsterdam. Here's one out of the Columbus Dispatch that the guys just got into me. Best crew in the world, by the way, putting up with me today. Japan's nuclear crisis growing. Full or partial meltdowns possible as some reactors' radioactive steam releases might go on for months. And it does go on to report that it was a plutonium-based reactor. Whoa. Whoa, I didn't know that. Thank you, David. Wow. Let's talk to Richard in Vermont. Richard, you're on the air.
How you doing, Alex? Okay, I'm here, and now I can, the guy kind of took the air out of my balloon there, the guy that just spoke with you. They said, and this is a quote from an article that Kurt Nemo put up on Saturday, I believe it was, on his article. He spoke with a physicist, Mr. Goto, I believe he's Japanese, sounds pretty Japanese, calculated that because reactor number 3 at Fukushima Daiichi, where the pressure is rising and there was at that time a risk of an explosion, used a type of fuel known as MOX, spelled M as in Mary, O-X, a mixture of plutonium oxide and uranium oxide. The radioactive fallout from any meltdown might be twice as bad, and I've built nuclear reactors inside of atomic submarines for about 13 years, and I read up on what I was doing down there and what the dangers might have been down there while I was building the submarines, and I read a book called The Turning Point by Fritjof Capra, and he's a world-renowned nuclear physicist who turned into a person who just wanted to help humanity, and he stopped being a physicist because of what he knew was going on. And he said that a single dust particle that's been exposed to uranium, radioactive plutonium, a single particle of dust inhaled by a dog will kill a full-grown dog within a day. Okay, so that's how powerful this plutonium is, and that's what the mixture with uranium is in this reactor number 3. Whereas reactor number 1 only had the cesium and the uranium. So this one is potentially 10 times. Like you said, the cloud that went up, and I watched it go up this morning, was 10 times taller, more intense than the one that went off on the other one. The reason for that being that much higher.
Absolutely, I had forgotten that Kurt had actually done the research and written about that in his Meltdown Confirmed article, because so much data is coming in. That's why I'm so frustrated. It's so many times worse than I could even mentally deal with, and we have confirmed that, yes, that plant is one of the only ones in the world to use MOX fuel. They had to get special permission from the Japanese government because they're so dangerous when they do melt down. 7% plutonium, 93% uranium, and that's why the Japanese government said that if it did blow up, it would be a much larger explosion. And you did see how big it was, but they're saying it was caused by hydrogen. Do you buy that a hydrogen could... That looked like a nuke going off, didn't it?
Yes, it did. The flame that you saw at the beginning of the explosion was the hydrogen igniting. That hydrogen ignited because it mixed with the oxygen that was in the air in there, and I swear from my own knowledge of the containment of reactors that...
Stay there. Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com.
This message starts with a great offer from Big Berkey Water Filters, because we don't want you drinking dangerous water 1 minute longer. Right now, purchase any filter system from BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com to get your choice of 2 Berkey Sport bottles, a KDF shower filter, a set of fluoride filters, or our new sight glass spigot absolutely free. Why do this? Because over 60% of municipal water is fluoridated, and at less than 2 cents per gallon, Berkey Water Filters purify both treated and untreated water, removing dangerous chlorine, fluoride, and other contaminants. Big Berkey water filters are powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water, so they're perfect for rainwater collection systems and emergency preparedness. Remember, Big Berkey includes free shipping on every order over $50, and GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit BIGBERKEY waterfilters.com or call 877-99-BERKEY. That's BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com, or call today 1-877-99-BERKEY.
The largest part of gaining radiant health is detoxification. You can drink ionized water, cleanse your intestines, eat a perfect diet, and even take lots of quality supplements, and in many instances only make minimal progress. What is the key to detoxifying your body of mercury, heavy metals, chemicals, and drugs? It is glutathione. Glutathione is the master antioxidant used to detoxify your entire body. It stops free radicals, keeps cells young, and reduces inflammation. One World Whey protein powder may be able to raise your glutathione production by 64% or more. One World Whey is more effective than any other whey protein powder on the market because it is unheated and from grass-fed cows. All other, quote, cold processed whey protein powders have been heated and damaged by 15% or more. One World Whey comes in 3 delicious flavors. Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325, or visit oneworldwhey.com. That's oneworldwhey.com.
So we've got cesium, cesium, potato patata coming out of the reactor, very deadly, radioactive iodine. And yes, I've seen those statistics that Richard in Vermont, who worked on nuclear submarines, was talking about 1 particle of plutonium in the lung of a dog, bye-bye dog. And that's why a lot of the nuclear industry people are playing this down right now. Because, folks, I actually do research. I'm not an anti-technology guy. I don't like nuclear power. And the greenies are out there promoting it right now to get rid of coal plants. I mean, give me a break. I don't like living near a nuclear reactor in Austin. They've got a stinking one here. UT has a research one. And they got graduate students in there messing with it. Now, MOX fuel is a way to get rid of plutonium-based nuclear weapon waste, and that's what they're burning at this particular plant that blew sky high today. And by the way, Phil pointed out the fire balloons. I'd forgotten. Remember Japan launched all those balloons with fire bombs on them, using the jet stream to bomb the Pacific Northwest? Remember that? And we'll put that up on screen. Fire balloon, a fire balloon bomb, or Fugo, was an experimental weapon launched by Japan during World War II, a hydrogen balloon with a load varying from 12-kilogram incendiary to 15-kilogram bomb, anti-personnel bomb, using the jet stream that goes directly from Japan to the Pacific Northwest. And so going back to Richard, and we got Gerald Celente coming up. We'll continue with Steve, Sean, Garrett, TJ, and others. And we will get to your calls. You were saying that as somebody that worked around these reactors, that explosion looked like what to you?
The initial ignition there, the flame, was the hydrogen going off, and the rest of that was the the impact from that base explosion, seeing that explosion like that and seeing that plume go that high into the sky, I would say I'm 100% sure, which is not, don't quote me with any nuclear physicist or anything, because I'm not. I was a welder. I used to build these things.
But what's going to cause a gigantic explosion? You see the hydrogen burn off right at first. It's done.
That's done, and I'm saying that an explosion like that, which you didn't even see in the first one, is enough of an explosion to at least put a crack in that containment vessel on the inside. General Electric, who is probably why these things are being covered up, and builds many. Yeah,
that's in the news, that there's over, 50 of this exact design here in the U.S. And, in fact, search, I know it's in my stack, but just search it. Japanese, there are the same design of the Japanese reactor in the U.S. That same reactor is all over the U.S. The number was 25 or 55. My mind's not pulling it up. Sorry, go ahead.
There's 23.
No wonder George Soros with the MSNBC mafia is attacking us right now for talking about this.
Absolutely. There's 23 of those reactors in the United States. One of them is just 10 miles away from me here in a reactor called the Vermont Yankee in Vernon, Vermont. And what they have is General Electric has got 3 different types of these particular kinds of reactors. They got a Mark I, a Mark II, and a Mark III. The Mark I has got the least amount of protection around that core, and that is what we have 23 of those here in the United States. And oddly enough, 9 of those are lined up along the fault line here in the United States, the Madrid fault.
Yeah, it seems like they only want to put reactors on fault lines, and we have confirmed. That's why I had 2 different numbers. 23 of the type with the plutonium, an additional 20-plus of a similar design by General Electric, so that puts it over 50. No wonder General Electric keeps lobbying and runs the White House economic post, the former head of GE. No wonder they want all the coal plants shut down and are pushing nuclear as the option.
Yep, that's exactly right. And like I said, that these are the Mark I's, which are the oldest and the least protected of the 3 different.
That's right. The number 3 in Japan that just blew up at the Fumashika is a Mark I. We've confirmed that as well. Sir, incredible information. We'll continue to break it down. Stay with us.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Diamond Gusset is proud to announce the anthem of the Patriot Movement. They're offering a free CD, T-shirt, and bumper sticker with a qualifying purchase. Diamond Gusset offers great products at great prices while keeping Americans working.
I'm looking for a factory where a man can feed his family. Not worried about them moving it south, closing the doors and shutting her down tomorrow. I'm looking for America.
We're American and be proud. Go to gusset.com/America.
The land of the free and the home of the brave. Seems like I just woke up one day and it was gone, long gone. But I know in my heart it's still
again, go to gusset.com/America today.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Radiation from Fukushima would take 7 days to reach the U.S. That's what's up on prisonplanet.com. With a boil down by AccuWeather, BBC, and others. Mainline press is reporting that it appears the Japanese are covering up what's really happened. We've got Dr. Bob Bowman just popping in for 10 minutes later in the hour with Gerald Celente. Bob Bowman is the former director of Advanced Space Weapons Program for the U.S. Air Force in the Ford and Carter administrations, former United States Air Force Lieutenant Colonel, 101